Hello and welcome to Math 253 Calculus 3 here at Cañada College. My name is Ray Lapuz and this is an orientation video for our course. Let's get started. So our Canvas page has this information. We have a big banner that says that we're in the spring 2024 class. Now this Canvas page will accommodate a bunch of different courses. All are Math 253. Now, if we take a quick peek at web schedule, we have an actual in-class face-to-face course. One of them is an honors, one of them is a regular course. And then we have a synchronous class that is going to meet through Zoom. This is an honors course. And then we have online courses. One is just a regular online course and one is an honors course. Now all these are going to be accommodated into this one course. So this is actually a multimodal course that will allow us to take this class either asynchronously, synchronously, or face-to-face. All right, so we'll be doing the same sort of assignments. We will be doing the same exams. We can take the exams in different formats. Since we have a face-to-face class, you can choose to take the exam face-to-face in class, or you can choose to take the exam on Zoom, not on Zoom, but through Proctorio online. Now, if somewhere along the line you decide you would prefer to come to class, or you would prefer to just do things asynchronously, or you would prefer to do things on Zoom, you could switch around. You don't have to switch sections anymore once the class has started. As long as you're enrolled in any of these courses, you'll be experiencing the same sort of instructions. All the lectures that we'll do face-to-face and Zoom, all those lectures will be recorded. And so if you are taking this asynchronously, you can still view the lectures if you want through our Zoom link, and we'll get to that as we go along. All right, the best way to get a hold of me is through email. I know that Canvas has a messaging system, but if you want to get a hold of me, please email me at rlapuz2, the number 2, at my.smccd.edu. Now, I think all the issues with the videos have been resolved, but just in case you have issues with videos, you can go to this link that says Panopto Video, and it'll automatically log you in. I will have office hours on Mondays and Thursdays from 11 to 12, so essentially before class on Mondays and Thursdays. I will also have a Zoom link available here once the semester begins, or after the first week of the classes. We will have regular announcements posted up on top here, but there are other announcements if there are other announcements that I would like to stay visible to you, I'll post them here. Usually those involve campus-wide pieces of information like tutoring, visiting the Learning Center, or some of the programs that we have, like TRIO program, or some internship opportunities. They will be posted here. We have upcoming assignments that are due, and so you can get to the assignments this way in our home page, and there are many other ways to get to the assignments that you'll see a little bit later on. Okay. Further down, you'll see some information about the tutoring here. You can also access that somewhere on the sides, and some other announcements that might be coming up. Okay, so this is our home page. We have an announcements page, and we will have announcements posted here. Once they get posted, you'll also see them in the home page, but also keep an eye on them through your email. And I encourage you to use my.smccd.edu so that you will receive these announcements that are being posted. The module look for your Canvas page will be will be sorted by chapter. But the first couple of modules will have the course information here. This is the welcome page that we already saw. I will be doing notes in class, and as I take the notes, I will save the notes as PDFs, and upload them here for you to download if you want, or if you came to class, or maybe you didn't even come to class, you can still access the notes. Here is a set of notes from last year. This is from last semester's notes. You can see that they're sorted by the dates, and then here are the notes that you would be getting if you were to download these notes. Okay. For some of you who are in honors, there will be some information here about the honors. You will need to create some e-portfolio and some projects and things like that. And so I'm not going to mess with this right now, but if you're in honors, I encourage you to take a look at this, this particular module. And then from here on, our modules will be broken up by chapter. We will have chapters 1, 2, 3 before our first exam. And then after the first exam, the rest of the modules will be popping up for you. Now, each of these modules will have an introduction. So this is a quick video about the particular class or about the particular chapter as just an introduction. And then from there, it will be broken down by section. So another video introducing the section, some links to some reading. So this goes directly to your book, and some videos that are provided by My Open Math, our publisher for this class, the extra learning management system. We have some checkpoint information. Now each of these sections have checkpoints. I encourage you to go through the checkpoints in the book. The first chapter will have checkpoints with assignments, and then we'll take a look at the following chapters after that. Here is a link to your assignment, and it'll use My Open Math. So if you click on this, it'll send you to the My Open Math link, and then you can get started with an assignment. And then you can browse through the assignments in several ways. Some of these assignments will be multiple choice. Some of them will have information where you have to actually type in either a number or an equation or some expressions or whatever. And then if there are any extra pieces of information that might be relevant to the particular section, you might find it here. They might be blank, or you might have something here. So I encourage you to take a look at these tabs as we go along. So after this page, it'll send you to that same assignment page that we already saw, and then it'll go to the next section. Okay, I do want to go to chapter 2. Chapter 1 has kind of checkpoints that are embedded in the videos, but that's only for chapter 1. Chapter 2, these checkpoints that you have to do won't be embedded anymore. So I do want to go to the checkpoint. And then here you have the videos and the PDFs of the checkpoints that you can find in the textbook. But then after a set of them, you can go to this checkpoint mini quiz, and that will be part of your grade as well. So make sure you do these little checkpoints as you go along. All right. So our syllabus and the schedule can be downloaded here in the syllabus page. If you click on syllabus, you'll see our syllabus that can be downloaded for your records, and that has all the information that we need. Okay. We have some important due dates here, but you can also get the due dates from the actual schedule. And the schedule will give you a one-page overview of the whole semester and when things are due. So if you want to download this and then put it in your calendar, or maybe just take this actual document and have it in your binder or hang it up on your wall, that would be great for you to be able to access and figure out the due dates. Here's a makeup policy, and this is only the makeup for the homework assignments. You have up to 7 makeup opportunities for the semester, and for that you have to email me. Again, my email is rlapuz2@my.smccd.edu, and then give me that information. This is another place where you can access some of the important pieces of information. Here we have a lecture series that's in your calendar, and that actually is going to be a Zoom link. Now, when you click on this, it'll open up your Zoom, and then it'll automatically start recording. So I hope that you could just open it up on the day that it's supposed to be opened up. Otherwise, it'll record you popping up. And then when you hang up, then it'll save that piece of information. But I'll try to clean that up every now and then. But here are the assignments. You have the checkpoints for these assignments. And then you have the introduction assignment video here. Actually, this is a discussion board assignment. We'll get through the rest of the assignments later. The grades will be updated periodically. Some of the grades will be updated automatically or instantaneously if you do them. That's if these assignments are due through a quiz in Canvas or in My Open Math. But some of the journal assignments I have to actually look through, and so I would need about a week or so to go through all the journal assignments. And the exams, usually if you can give me about 2 weeks to update your exam scores, and once that's updated, you can see your overall grade for the semester. All right, let's go to the assignments page over here and take a look at the types of assignments that you'll get. So you can show the assignments by date, which makes the most sense, or you can show it by type. Showing it by date will actually be something that you should probably be doing. Here we have a bunch of checkpoints that are due on January 24th. You probably have seen that in the assignments or the schedule, overall schedule for the semester. Our first set of checkpoints will be due on the 24th. And if you look at your Canvas page, you'll see that there are several of them. Now we have an introduction assignment that's due on the 25th. If you click on that, you'll see that this is actually a discussion board assignment where you introduce yourselves, and then you need to respond to several of your classmates. And so for this first one, you need to respond to 5 other classmates and respond to their post introducing themselves. If you want some extra credit, you can go to the Flipgrid and record your response in addition to this discussion board post. You can go to Flipgrid and record your response, and then you'll get 2 extra points on the exam, on the first exam. And some of the extra credits that would be popping up will be popping up through some of these journal assignments. So keep an eye on the extra credits if you want to get extra credit for the course. So we also have your homework assignments, which we already took a peek at. And then here we have our second journal assignment. Our second journal assignment is not a discussion board, but rather it's an essay that you have to type up and submit. And then this particular assignment asks you to describe your Calculus 1 and 2 experience. And then one other final type of journal assignment, journal number 3, will be a syllabus check using Proctorio. And so for this, you will need to have Proctorio installed. And this is kind of a test run for you to be able to use Proctorio on your exams. And so when you take the quiz, it's going to make sure that you have to make sure that you have Proctorio installed. And then once you do that, you can take the quiz. And so you'll need, for this, you'll need your syllabus, and you'll be asked questions about the syllabus. But again, this is just a practice run for you to use Proctorio. If you have issues with Proctorio, send me an email. We'll find other alternatives. And especially if you're doing stuff in class, then we'll make arrangements for that. And I'll talk about that in class when we get there. All right, so aside from that, you'll see some of the other assignments are just a different variation of these different types of assignments that you'll get. Okay, The rest of the information here are things that you can just take a look at, view. Let's just quickly go over the syllabus before we wrap things up. Again, the best way to get a hold of me is through email. This is going to be a multimodal course, and so I want to make this flexible for you all to be able to come to class or take or Zoom live in class, or if you can't make it, then you can just view some of the information that's already done. We have the proctoring that I had already mentioned, the course description, the outcomes. You can view the textbook through this link, and you can also see it through Canvas. And here's information about our Canvas layout, and then some resources for the college, academic integrity policy, and the grading, and the distribution of your grades, your checkpoints, your journal assignments, and your homework, and the 2 exams that we have worth 20% each, and then your final worth 25%. Some important dates. This is just a short version of the dates. Of course, you could take a look at the full semester and see what dates are due. And then here's the layout for the topics that we'll have. And so generally, the layout would look like this. We have some basic requirements, prerequisites that you need before coming into this course. And here are the set of calculus requirements. You need to have pre-calculus, calculus 1, which is derivative calculus, and calculus 2, which is integral calculus. Now, once you get into this course, we'll be studying parametric equations and vector functions, and then we'll take derivatives and integrals of those, and the derivatives will relate to velocity and acceleration and tangent vectors. The integrals will relate to some applications that are describing motions in space. In chapter 4, we'll start studying multivariable functions, and we'll take derivatives of those, which will involve the study of partial derivatives, and then we'll take a look at the gradients as well. Chapter 5, we'll take these multivariable functions and do multiple integrals. Now, chapter 6 is the study of vector calculus, where we study vector fields and parameterized surfaces. The derivatives related to vector fields are going to be the div and the curl. We're going to study gradient fields as well. And then the integrals related to these vector fields will be called line integrals and flux integrals, and they all will be covered in chapter 6. Okay, so that is our general layout for the course. Those are the topics that we're going to be expected to study, and that's it. So I think this is how we're going to start our course. And if you have any questions, don't forget to email me, and then I'll either see you in person or I'll see you online. Okay, good luck and talk to you soon.